This section explains the operation and usage of the T30 T10 universal remote control. This is the power switch of the remote control. When the power is off, a short press can display the battery level of the remote control. A short press followed by a long press turns on the remote control. When the power is on, a short press can turn off the screen display to save power. A short press followed by a long press turns off the remote control. At this point, a short press followed by a long press of the return key starts the direct return of the unmanned drone. A short press can cancel the return. The C3 custom key can be set with customized functions for the remote control. It is recommended to set this key as an obstacle avoidance switch. This is the flight mode switch. Toggle switch P is for positioning mode. A is for attitude mode. Generally, the attitude mode is closed by default, so even when the gear is in A, it is still in positioning mode. The flight mode switch is generally not necessary to operate during routine operations. This is the 5-dimensional custom key, which can set the 5 buttons, up, down, left, right, middle, to different shortcut functions in the remote control settings. This is the back key, which can return to the previous interface. The row above is the status indicator lights. On the left is the frequency indication light. If the aircraft is not powered on or not in the frequency range, the light will be red. Under normal frequency conditions, it will be green. On the right is the battery indicator light, which shows the battery level of the remote control. This is the spray button. A short press can manually start the spraying, and a long press of 2 seconds can activate the emptying device. At this time, the flow adjustment wheel can manually adjust the flow rate during manual operation or ground emptying. The FPV lens switch button can toggle between the FPV perspective and the position information interface. At this time, it is the switch button for multi-control mode in agricultural drones. This is the HDMI video interface, which can project the remote control interface to a display device. This is the memory card slot, which can import mapping plots by inserting a TF card. This is the USB interface, used to connect the RTK high-precision positioning module. This is the C1 button, the shortcut key for entering obstacle mode when editing plots, and it can also be set for customized function settings in the settings menu. This is the C2 button for editing plots. A short press adds a row point, and it can also be set for customized function settings in the settings menu. This is the battery compartment switch. A short press on the switch key opens the battery cover. This is the remote control battery fixation switch. A short press is required when removing or installing the battery. Here are some tips for using the remote control. Long press the back key can achieve quick operation. Pressing the back key and the spray key together can quickly start recording. The FPV switch key can quickly take screenshots. The flow adjustment wheel can adjust the screen brightness. The right wheel can adjust the volume of the remote control. Of course, these operations can also be done through the drop-down menu. When the drone is not powered on, sliding down can bring up the menu and use the joystick to select the desired item. Brightness and sound settings can be adjusted by sliding manually or using the joystick to slide left or right. Next, we will demonstrate the joystick operation of the remote control, both with 1 finger and 2 fingers. We will explain the relatively easy-to-use 1-finger operation. Press the thumb at the 1/3 position of the joystick and hold the rest of the hand on the remote control. When operating the joystick, avoid pulsing and do not remove your fingers from the joystick during manual flight. Finally, let's explain the joystick operation of the remote control. Both the left and right joysticks have up, down, left, and right operations. Let's explain the basic operations using the American hand configuration. By using both joysticks simultaneously, Operation A8 can unlock the aircraft. Up and down control the ascent and descent of the aircraft, while left and right control the aircraft's turning. The up and down motion of the right joystick controls the forward and backward movement of the aircraft, while the left and right motion controls the left and right movement of the aircraft.